Hey guys, Man back, and we're finally ready to put this '08 Charger back together. I know it's been a while. I tore apart the motor back in August. We're now in November, and it's going to go back together, and hopefully I'm going to try to get as much as I can done today, between today and tomorrow, and have it fired up. So with that being said, a couple of things to go over before we actually really get started. One, got my all data subscription for the '08 Charger, and I did a 1 month subscription, which is $20. And I will be showing you in my videos all the clips of everything I'm talking about, especially when it comes to torque specifications and torque sequencing, like head bolts and all that other good stuff. The other thing is I want to knock this out first because it's been in the back of my mind, and I don't want to forget about it. We're going to go through the timing sequence right now. I know some people will do it later on. I feel like I'm the type of person that might forget. So let's go over the timing sequence. So they say to remove the outer timing cover, which obviously this is, if you want to verify the timing, rotate the crankshaft until the pointer on the crankshaft sprocket aligns with the top dead center mark on the oil pump. So I'm going to show you that. So essentially, here's your crankshaft sprocket, and there's a little pointer right there, okay, and then right here on the oil pump, it says top dead center. We're going to grab our 19, okay. I didn't tighten this bolt down at all. I just put it in so I could help rotate the crankshaft. And we're going to go just ever so slightly. We're going to hit top dead center. So I'm going to there we go. So that's set to top dead center, as you can see. Okay, these are the pistons. I'm pretty sure that's number one there. Depending on how they did this, but I did quote the cylinder walls a little bit with a little bit of oil, just using my finger and clean pair of gloves, obviously. So we got that going. Got my little heater here. Alright, it's cold. So I just wanted to set that first before. I didn't want to forget about it, because as I do these videos, and I tend to get wrapped up in everything I'm explaining. So this is going to be like a multi-part series video, how I'm going to be done. So keep your eye out for the rest of the series as I get to edit them and then upload them on YouTube. So we're going to get started with installing the exhaust manifold on the heads, and I'm going to go to remove and replacement. Okay, we're going to go to installation. I'm going to start with the left side. Okay. Alright, I am not going to put the exhaust heat shields back on it, just because they were kind of already rusted off, and they were also difficult to get off, so I ended up breaking them off. So I'm just going to put the exhaust manifolds back on it and then torque it down. Got my exhaust gaskets from Rock Auto. I accidentally ordered 2 sets. I'm going to return 1. So I'm going to try to prop you guys up here so you'll be able to see what I'm doing. And you'll see what you're looking at. Alright. So we're going to start with the left side. This is the left cylinder head. So, to give you a quick update, I got the cylinder heads fixed. I literally just fixed the exhaust valves, which are what was broken. At the end of the day, I spent $500 through my machine shop getting it done, because the valves were very expensive. So he cleaned it up, changed the valves. We're all set to go now. So this is the left side cylinder head right here. Alright, and my exhaust manifolds are here under on my tool cart. So Yep, this is my left side because I have one broken bolt there. And I got my gasket here. And I ordered, I'm going to show you real quick, from Dorman, I ordered zinc-plated hardware for the exhaust manifold hardware. They didn't have anything stainless steel, so I think this will hold up pretty well and not rust. So with that being said, I'm going to find the socket for this. And it's a 13. Okay. I'm also going to bust out my electronic torque wrench here. Now they just say position the exhaust manifold, the gasket, and install the retaining bolts. It says tighten 4 bolts starting at the center, working outwards to 23 Newton meters. Since I'm not doing the exhaust heat shield, I'm gonna say it's all the bolts. So we're gonna work our way out from the center to the outside, and it's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bolts. So we'll start at the center and then work our way out. Put that in there. Put my exhaust gasket on. Just want to take a look at something real quick. I'm gonna be honest. These exhaust bolts are very short. Not a whole lot of thread to catch on. I guess when it compresses the gasket, it'll catch it, but it is pretty short. I'm not gonna lie to you. Bring you guys closer. Here's what I'm doing. So they torque to 23 Newton meters. Alright, so we have my digital torque wrench that we bought from the last engine build. Loosen this up a little bit. I don't think it's a 13. I'm going to try a 12. Yep, 12. Alright. That was a 12. Start with this one first. Let's see if I can. What we'll try to do is get them a little more in. So I'll do this, this, it's this one. One. Alright. They don't really give you a torque sequence, they just say work from the inside out, so I'm going to do the best I can with that. I don't like it at all. Yep, that's what I was afraid of. These are way too short, so I'm actually going to probably reuse the old bolts. I'm going to return these. That was my mistake, I should have checked that. Good thing I kept all these exhaust bolts. Here's the only one that was a 13, everything else was a 10. Alright, sorry about that, guys. So, found my old exhaust bolts. I'm going to return those back. They're way too short. Thought it would kind of compress a little more, but that's okay. So, we're going to torque it down using the old ones. I'm not crazy about it, but it is what it is. So, that's 23. Now we'll go to this one. Reset. Let's try 3. Reset. So we'll work our way inside out. So that's 23 there. Reset. Okay, finally the other ones. Okay, and this one is a 13. Switch it to 13. And that is that. Alright, so that's exhaust manifold. Make sure you order the right bolts. Don't do what I did. Thought I got the right ones, but these apparently are not the right ones. So I'll be making a note of that on Amazon. That being said, okay, the left side head is done. I'm gonna put this probably on my tool cart, and I'm gonna do the right side head. You don't need me for that. You know what to do. 23 Newton meters, because like I said, I'm not putting the exhaust shield back on, but I will post the entirety of it, so if you are putting the exhaust shield back on, you can see the extra steps that are involved. Alright guys? Alright, we got our exhaust manifolds put on. So, time to work on installing our cylinder head gaskets. Oh, that's gonna be fun. Alright, Alright. Head gasket on. So what happened was once I took off both the heads, there's nothing really holding the exhaust, the cats at least, on each side of the motor. There's nothing really holding it up. So I put a jack on one side so I can get the one side first, and then I'll get the other side. So we got our Fall Pro gasket. Which this obviously says left side on it, as you can see. Okay, so we're good there. Alright, now let's see, where can I move you guys? I'm going to move you guys over here. There we go. You guys can be there. First I'm going to lay it there. It's kind of nice not having the front end of the car. I gotta do what I gotta do. Once again, I always refer to, probably would help to have a second set of hands, but you're doing this on your own. Alright, what I'll do is I'm going to get a flashlight and make sure everything is lined up the way it should be. Tubes are all lined up, all the holes are lined up. The gasket's looking really good, hasn't moved. So, golden. Alright, I'll put the head bolts in to hold this one down. Torque them all to 45 foot-pounds. So I'm going to do one head at a time. So I'll start with this head. Once I get it all torqued and everything, I'll move on to that one. So I'll start with 45 foot-pounds. Two. I'm gonna be guys back over here actually, where you'll be able to see me. Okay, this is number 2. So 1, this is 2. So it's 40. The first step is 45. All right, this is number 3 here. Number 4. Number 5. Number 6. Number 7 up front. Number 8. Okay, that's 45. That's the first step. Second step is then 65. So we'll set this to 65. That's 65 foot-pounds, alright? Otherwise, it's the first step was 61 newton meters, 45 foot-pounds. The second step is 88 newton meters, 65 foot-pounds. Okay. Number 1. Number 2. Number 3. Number 4. Number 5. Number 6. Number 7 here. Number 8. That's it. That's the last one, right? The third step says all again, in parentheses, to 88 newton meters or 65 foot-pounds. So, I guess it wants us to double check that it's 65, and we'll do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright? And now the last step, which is number 4, is turn it 90 degrees. So, I'm going to get out my angle gauge and set it all up. Alright, got my torque angle gauge set up. Well, it's 90 degrees, so... That's 90. Alright. Well, at least I know what 90 is. Honestly, get yourself a digital one. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to tighten this down a little bit. Okay, there's no notion of moving. Okay. Oh, last but not least, number 8. I'm probably going to invest in a digital one. As much as I like my Snap-on one, it's not doing too good of a job. So, but at least I know where 90 is on this head. You know, depending where you start, you're literally just going 90 degrees. So you know what you're doing. You know. So that's torqued. That's done. That's 90. So that head is on. What I'm probably also going to do is I'm going to plug in the O2 sensor while I have the reach back here to do so. Since there's no big intake manifold in the way. Alright, let's do this again. Okay, step up. Whew. This is a little easier than the charger. Okay, I finally got it. My confusion was, and this was my mistake, I didn't realize it until I looked at something. Has to be off center here. The intake is off center. These holes are mismatched. I'll show you what I mean. These are like that. So I was having trouble because I thought it was gotta be even. And in my mind, I'm like, oh yeah, it's gotta be even because you gotta put that thing on. And nope, gotta be mismatched. Because that's exactly how the intake plenum is. Intake plenum is the same way. A little mismatch here. So finally got it. Whew. Struggling. All right. Now we'll drop in these bolts here. I just like to dip a little bit of oil. Oh, we got a little bit of what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this aside. Okay, this is my your fuel rail. I'm going to move this aside. So now I have complete access to this. All right, I'm gonna sort of drop the thing to give it to relax it a little bit. Drop the jack so the intake manifold is not crazy. Let's see. 15 on this. Ugh. So now I'm going to zip these on in the same order as that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops, I'm sorry. This was 5, 6. My bad. 5, 6, 7, 8. I haven't torqued anything down, so we'll follow the proper procedures for that. Okay. So following step 1, we're going to go back down to 45 foot-pounds, 61 newton meters. 45 foot-pounds, 61 newton meters. So starting with this one. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So there's that. Now step 2. Torque it to 65 foot-pounds of 88 newton meters. So we'll increase this to 65. 65 on the money, and we'll start again. Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And step 3, check it again. Make sure you're at 65. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright? And now, last step, 90 degrees. This might be a little more difficult just because I have the ABS sensors of lines in the way, but I know where 90 degrees is, so okay. 1, that's okay. Oh, 90. Three, 4, 4. Ooh. Five. Six. Seven. Eight. Alright guys, there you have it. That's the end of part 1 here. When you come back on part 2, we'll be installing the rock arm assembly, and in the meantime, between the 2 parts, I'm going to drain the oil, change the filter. That way when I pour the fresh oil in, as it drains down through the cylinder heads, the fresh oil will be hitting the pan and not mixing in with any coolant and stuff that's gotten in the system. Alright, the only thing left to do is plug this in, so please hit that like, please hit that subscribe, show me some love on my channel, and stay tuned. Part 2 is coming up next. We will be putting in the assembly. Alright, thanks guys.